Are you ready for the end of the world as we know it? Whether it's a viral outbreak, nuclear war, or zombie apocalypse, it's important to be prepared for any disaster that may come your way. How likely is it that humanity will experience a cataclysmic event, such as a nuclear winter or a climate catastrophe? We list the top hazards facing the globe along with preparation tips. You win if your bingo card features a worldwide epidemic, destructive wildfires, a transatlantic dust storm, murder hornets, locust plagues, zombie cicadas, and monkeys stealing vials of COVID blood. However, would there be anything we could do to put an end to the slaughter if the world was indeed nearing its conclusion? Doomsday preparations, is it possible? We've been asking ourselves this question for a while now. During the 1950s, Bert the Turtle taught students all around the country how to duck and cover in order to escape the atomic bomb. More recently, Bear Grylls has been teaching average suburbanites how to forage for edible bugs in order to survive if they ever find themselves in the wild. But where can the average person begin with so many potential disasters ahead of us and so many methods to get ready for each one? What decisions may we make now that might have a significant impact later on? In the spirit of forewarned is forearmed, let's walk through the apocalyptic situations you could face and how you can survive. Total planetary destruction. First off, you can't just run for shelter in the event of an alien invasion or a massive asteroid impact, unlike the kinds of catastrophic, world-ending scenarios you've seen in typical Roland Emmerich films. On the good side, though, there's little chance that something as devastating will occur in our lifetimes. The near-Earth objects that NASA's Planetary Defense Coordination Office monitors are so large that they are classified as potentially hazardous objects, although they are still just 4.7 million miles away from Earth. The best course of action for aliens is to prove your worth to the invaders in order to avoid being made to labor in their subterranean sugar caves. Nuclear war. According to atmospheric scientist and nuclear expert Professor Brian Toon, there are about 14,000 nuclear weapons in the globe, with 90% possessed by the US and Russia. Furthermore, the detonation of even the tiniest weapon in the US arsenal, 100 kilotons, over a major metropolis would result in catastrophic destruction. Everything within 6 miles of the center would burn and be destroyed. If you get within a mile or so of the blast, the pressure wave is so intense, it will blow down concrete buildings. And there's a radiation burst from the bomb someplace in that zone. Basically, radiation poisoning and skin burns would kill around half of everyone exposed to that within a week or two. Even if you make it through the initial blow, your problems are far from ended. These nuclear explosions cause massive city-wide fires that shoot smoke up into the stratosphere, shutting out the sun for 10 years and returning Earth's temperature to levels seen during the previous ice age. You have to go underground if you want to survive in the near future. If you enjoy finer things in life, you might visit the survival condo in rural Kansas. For $1 million a unit, it offers luxurious residences with amenities including a swimming pool, movie theater, and climbing wall, all located 15 stories below ground. In a prep community such as West Virginia's Fortitude Ranch, you could wait out nuclear winter if that's not your thing and you're farther out of the effect zone. It's perfect if you're searching for strength in numbers to endure the long, frigid years of a post-apocalyptic winter without food, but it won't shield you from a direct blow. Additionally, its rural setting keeps it far away from the roving crowds of city dwellers. Another option is to try to prevent the bombs from ever dropping in the first place. Think about making a donation to groups that support worldwide nuclear disarmament, such as the Plowshares Fund or the Nuclear Threat Initiative. Pandemic. The prospect of a catastrophic pandemic has been the subject of historical fiction or Hollywood science fiction for the better part of a century. Up till the year 2020 arrived. We've all received a crash course in pandemic survival, which includes anything from social separation to mask wearing and thorough hand washing to enduring long lineups at stores. Did I also mention the mask? Oh. Since the coronavirus started spreading over the world, most of us haven't had time to rush out and earn an epidemiology degree, so we had to put our trust in professionals with experience in pandemic response. These are the policymakers in public health who have spent decades navigating epidemic simulations. They are the frontline medical professionals that risk their lives to care for us while we are sick. And they are the scientists putting in a lot of overtime to create a vaccine and other therapies that might aid in building our immunity before illness strikes. Natural disaster, some catastrophic events, pandemic, nuclear posturing, build slowly. Others come with zero warning, giving you minutes to make a life or death decision. It's possible to have a tornado or earthquake in the middle of the night. A tsunami may give you 10 minutes to flee. Tragic luck can also mean the difference between being directly in the path of a cyclone and missing it entirely. Whatever the circumstances surrounding the accident, there are steps you may take to stay safe. Prepare to flee. Keep all of your vital paperwork together, such as birth certificates and passports. Additionally, prepare a go bag. What you pack depend on the most common hazards in your location. For example, a go bag designed for an earthquake-prone San Francisco will not look the same as one intended for a house in an Australian bushfire region. But in the event that you need to leave fast in the middle of the night, having everything in one location will be invaluable. Climate change. Now that we get that out of the way, the question of whether climate change is genuine or not is settled. It is an international emergency. And it's being accelerated by human behavior. However, despite the unmistakable evidence of climate change, disastrous fires in Australia, snow turning green in Antarctica, rising seas endangering Venice, the warmest 5-year period on record, humanity is genuinely putting off solving the issue. This is the slow burn of apocalypses. Although it doesn't seem imminent, the flames will eventually reach all of us. Reduce the amount of power you utilize. Reduce your driving. Shop responsibly by identifying the origins of your clothing, sticking to sustainable labels, or even going retro. Cut back on the use of plastics. Additionally, consider consuming less red meat. Did you know that producing beef uses 11 times as much water and 28 times more land as producing pig or chicken? First and foremost, you'll need to pack a survival kit. This should include essentials such as food, water, first aid supplies, and a multi-purpose tool. Don't forget to pack some cash and important documents in a waterproof container. Next, you'll want to find a secure location to ride out the chaos. Consider fortifying your home or finding a remote area away from the chaos. Stockpile supplies and create a plan with your loved ones to stay connected and safe. When it comes to food, focus on non-perishable items that are high in calories and nutrients. Canned goods, dried fruits, and protein bars are all great options. Don't forget to have a way to purify water, whether it's a filter or purification tablets. In the midst of the apocalypse, it's important to stay calm and focused. Keep a clear head and be prepared to make tough decisions. Remember, survival is all about adaptation and resilience. By following these practical tips, you'll be better equipped to survive the end of days. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more survival tips and tricks.